Hey, what's up guys? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the design of this brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra in white and comparing it to my previous white Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm going to be glad to get shot of the Galaxy S25 Ultra because this phone was an absolute nightmare. It was a proper lemon. I had problems with the actual cameras, wasn't focusing properly. The thing wouldn't charge properly, so yeah, I'm going to be chuffed to get shot of that, and even more chuffed to actually get my hands on this. And I thought I'd share the unboxing experience with you guys, and as you can probably tell, I am very excited indeed. So first off then, on the front it says Galaxy S26 Ultra, and then we get a bit of a silhouette there of the phone itself. And if we compare it there to the S25 Ultra, you can see those differences. The box, well, it's slightly bigger on the S25 Ultra, not by a lot, but a little bit. And if we move around to the side, we have just Samsung on the S26. Spin it around the other side, and we've got nothing on that side. We had the Samsung logo before. Now, if we take a quick look at the bottom, you'll see that I've gone for the white, as I said, and I got the free upgrade from the 256 gig to 512 gig, which comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM. Right, let's get this thing open then. So flipping it over and pulling the tabs, and oh, I'm shaking with excitement here. Absolutely love it. Please let me know in the comment section, are you the same when you get a new bit of tech? I'm always like this. And there we go, that's the tabs. Give it a bit of a shake and there she blows. Oh yeah, that is looking nice. Let's just set it off to one side for a second and see what else we do have in the box. Nothing in the bottom there. And it's all going to be on the inside of the lid. So let's open this up, and sure it's going to be all the regular stuff. So all the paperwork that we're never going to read, so let's bin that off. SIM ejector tool just there, and then our USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Would have been nice if it was a braided cable, but unfortunately it's just a cheap plastic jobby. But anyway, at least we do get that. Again, one day that will be removed. But anyway, let's move on and get to the start of the show, and that is the phone itself. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. And even the missus was taking the mick out of me earlier because I was so excited about getting my hands on this phone. She said it's like Christmas for you, and she isn't far wrong. Now, the first thing that I'm noticing difference is the colour. So let's take a look at the whites. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera, but the S26 does definitely look more whiter, more of a crisp white. And I do personally prefer that. This white on the S25 is looks a little bit more creamy on its own. It doesn't look too bad, but when you bring that in, yeah, you can actually see that difference there on just how much more whiter it looks. But please let me know in the comment section, which of the whites do you prefer? Now let's move on to the cameras, and this time we do have this camera island. And I've got to say, I'm not a massive fan. It does remind me of something, and I think it is a set of traffic lights. And now I've seen it as a set of traffic lights, I'm never going to unsee it. And I do actually prefer the sort of separate rings like that, even though they are separate, but they're joined by the island on the S26. I prefer it on the S25 like that. I think it looks more cleaner. I think this just looks a little bit more messy. Everything else sort of lines up the same. They're in the same position there, flash in the same place, and so on and so forth. So that's all good. And something else is the roundness of the edges. I don't know how well, again, you can see that just there. More boxy on the S25, more rounded on the S26. Again, I do prefer the squared off look on the S25 because it goes back to the days of the Galaxy Note. And I was a massive fan of the Note phones. Had them for years, and I was sad to see the Notes disappear. And these days, Samsung seem to be going down the more iPhone route, should I say, of the design, with it being more rounded off. And I've got to say, a lot of YouTubers complain about the feel of the S25 in their hand, so it digs into their poor little hands I gotta say, these are big YouTubers here, like, you know, when I say big, big is in numbers, and they're complaining that the phone digs into their hands. I mean, I've got to say, they've got to have a word with themselves, really. These are grown men complaining about the phone hurts their hand. And this one is, I suppose, a little bit more gentle if you're a bit of a delicate flower. So moving around to the sides, and let's talk about the metals. Now, this year we have aluminium on the S26, whereas titanium on the S25. And again, I feel that is a step backwards. Titanium, better wearing, where the aluminium is going to be softer, so it's going to pick up scratches and dents a lot more easily. So yeah, going backwards there, I feel. Now, looking at the design again there, so we've got antenna bands in the same place. We've got our rocker button there and our power button all in the same place. Shifting to the bottom, everything there, SIM tray, so on and so forth, charging port, all lining up the same. But then we do have a difference with the S Pen. So with the S25, as you can see, it can go any way into that hole as you like, doesn't matter which way around it is. Where on the S26, because of those rounded corners, it has to be rounded as well on the end. So as we can see there, so if you put it in the wrong way around, that is not really going to happen. Well, I mean, it does go in, but obviously you've got bits sticking out there. So yeah, there is only one official way that can go in. Once again, prefer it on the S25. Moving around to the other side, nothing on there, nice and clean. Antenna bands lining up the same. And then at the top, again, everything is matching up equally. Now, weight-wise, the S26 is meant to be a bit lighter. And yes, you can feel it just about. Obviously, if you don't have the two phones side by side, you probably wouldn't notice a difference. But yeah, it is a weight drop nonetheless. Right, let's now take a look at the dimensions. And the S26 Ultra is meant to be a bit thinner if we turn it around there on the side, and we can see that thickness difference just there. Yeah, it is a fraction thinner. So if we just try and put it end to end, again, I'm just shaking here with excitement, so you will have to excuse me. And yeah, we can just see that difference there. So yeah, bit slimmer in the pocket, which is always nice. And now let's put them end to end and see if there is any difference in the height. And yeah, the S26 Ultra does seem to be a fraction taller, which I do like that because I actually like a bigger phone. And even though the screen size is exactly the same, to me it just feels better having a bigger phone in my hand. Now let's put them on their sides and see about the width. And just feeling with my finger, again, I would say the S26 Ultra, it's hard to do it like this by holding them, is a whisker wider. I don't know again how well you can see that, but yeah, we are talking a fraction, but yeah, it does feel slightly wider. Now when it comes to the screens on this phone at this moment in time, I'm going to be keeping this screen protector on. I'm not going to remove it because I do actually have a screen protector that I'm going to fit and a case, and I keep it all dust free for now. But again, because of the rounder edges on the S26 Ultra, you do lose a little bit of screen real estate. Now, it is only a tiny amount. I think it's 1 centimetre squared or something like that, but it is a loss in screen area. So again, that is a bit of a negative for the S26. But with that said, there are some other benefits to the screen with the S26, which I'll cover in other videos. But my take on this, well, I've got to say, apart from the white, which I prefer on the S26, I do actually prefer the design of the S25. I just think, like I said before, it's more of a note design, and I prefer the sort of camera layout on there. I'm not a fan of that island, or I'm going to call it now the traffic light island. Yeah, it's not so good. Don't like the rounded edges so much. Plus, we've lost a tiny bit on the screen. I know it's a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter, but for me personally, yeah, it's not going to make a massive deal. I'd rather have the design of the S25 over the S26. But please let me know in the comment section, which design do you prefer? So there we have it then, guys. Now I will be doing a load more videos with this S26 Ultra because it's got some great features which I want to show off to you guys, and I've also got some great tips for the camera as well, which you will not want to miss. And straight after this video, like I said, I will be fitting this screen protector and case, and I'll be covering those in 2 separate videos. And if you want to see those, then please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye for now.